YouTube, what up? I'm just like all of you, shocked. I just want to get right into it. And The Undertaker. Wow. I'm still in shock, but at the same time, I'm real sad that this man, after 21 years of being undefeated, probably something that Vince McMahon and him, The Undertaker himself, Mark Calloway, I think that's how you say his name, probably didn't even know anything about it. I'm happy for Daniel Bryan, let me say that. I give WrestleMania a B+ overall, but I really want to talk more about The Undertaker losing the streak to Brock Lesnar, a part-timer. Somebody who probably really doesn't even care about wrestling. And, well, he probably cares about it because after all, he did get into it. But it just seemed like Brock Lesnar, like, dude, like, where is Sting? I know people saying Undertaker's old, Sting is old, but this was the match I thought we were going to see. Sting versus The Undertaker. I thought the night Undertaker was going to beat Brock, 22-0. The next night on Raw, like Goldberg did, you know, when The Rock was like, The Rock is the man. He's beating everybody. He's beating them all. I think that was the night after WrestleMania 19. And The Rock was saying all that. Here come Goldberg, speared him, threw him out the ring, and they set up the match for Backlash. Rock lost. Goldberg's career took off for 1 year and did what he did, you know, and Rock went off to do movies. I thought it was going to be like, you know, The Undertaker comes out the night after WrestleMania, 22-0, and starts talking like, there is nobody in that locker room that can match up to me. There is nobody in that locker room who can withstand the force of the darkness and the creatures of the night. Everyone in that locker room will rest in peace. The streak will live on forever. Like, you know, kind of like Hulkamania, you know, but just Undertaker saying it in his voice. And just keep talking about that locker room, and how he defeated all those people. And then all of a sudden, the lights start blinking. Because you could see the night after Raw, you see a guy in the front row, and signs too, that said, we want Sting. Now, granted, it's a new generation, and Sting is probably 55, 56, 54, 53 years old, somewhere up in there. But you felt that you knew he was coming. He was making appearances, talking about his new number is 31. I get that. I know that's a year away, but what's the difference? Sting had me thinking, and all the people where I get my source information from about wrestling, thinking that Sting was coming and they were going to do a build-up for an entire year. You get what I'm saying? Like, maybe every time The Undertaker make an appearance, like if The Undertaker becomes a part-timer and beat up some jobber at SmackDown or something, and there's Sting right there sitting in the balcony watching. Every time The Undertaker make a little part-time appearance, there's Sting sitting there watching. But anyway, the lights start blinking, and when the lights go black, they come back on, like kind of like the Wyatts. There's Sting standing in the ring, and there's a WrestleMania 31 sign, and he points to it with the bat in his classic black and white. Now that would have been an eye dropper. You would have had every single fan in there saying this is awesome. And just like they mouths dropped when Brock Lesnar got the 3 count on The Undertaker, everybody in the building would have been like just shocked that they can't believe it. And then him and The Undertaker walk face to face and just stare. And from that point on, like I said, Sting points the bat at the WrestleMania 31 sign. Undertaker does that. And then they just walk away from each other. Or he gives them a smirk like he did with Triple H that time. You know? And just leaves Sting standing in the ring. And it goes to commercial. And that would have just been fucking awesome. But this one, the way they shocked everybody, I mean, my God. They did it real smart too. And they should have probably started doing every single match like that. Besides leaking it to the whole damn locker room. The locker room leaks it to one person. That one person takes it online. And we have the spoilers for Monday Night Raw and all these B+ pay-per-views coming up till SummerSlam. So, that was so shocking. The last time I was shocked like that was when Hulk Hogan joined the NWO back in 96. Before that, I was shocked because I've always been watching wrestling. So, I've been a big fan for a long time. Before that, I was shocked when Bret Hart versus Yokozuna and Hulk Hogan won the title. I still don't understand that shit, you know. But, you know, it's two sides to a story with that. I've heard both versions, but I'm a big Bret Hart fan, so I'm going to roll with what the Hitman say. But he better shut the hell up, because real soon Triple H going to have full power of the company. And if you haven't heard, Bret Hart says Triple H is a 4 out of 10 wrestler. Why the hell are you going to keep saying that when you know this guy is going to one day take over the company? He's going to bury you. You thought they did the Ultimate Warrior bad. He might put out a DVD just for you. But probably Bret want to fight Triple H in real life for the Montreal Screwjob. So some people just never let go, I guess. And then before that, Hogan took the title at WrestleMania 9. I think the last time I was also shocked was back in 1990 when the Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan and the Warrior won. Now back then I was only 6 years old, so I used to think wrestling was real and stuff like that. So can you imagine it on a 6th grader that I was going for Hulk Hogan, but the Ultimate Warrior pulled it off, and I was like, oh my God, he really won, like, ah. And then there were other shockers in between there, mini shockers, like, you know, like certain wrestlers making appearances out of nowhere in WCW back then, you know, jumping ship and stuff, like Lex Luger on Nitro and Scott Hall showing up. That was another shocker, because I wasn't really into the internet back in '96, so when Scott Hall and Kevin Nash showed up, you know, because before that, I ain't going to make this video too long, but as you see, I'm a big wrestling fan. But before that, the rumor was for the NWO back in '96 that Bret Hart was supposed to be that third guy. But Bret didn't want to leave the WWE, so it wound up being Hogan. And besides, Hogan was saying, as you all know, he was starting to get booed. People got tired of him hulking up and ripping off the shirt and doing his 5 moves that took him here, you know. And he did a wise move, but unfortunately, you know what happened to WCW. Big shout out to Jeff Jarrett's new promotion. I just want a variety. I'm not saying Jeff Jarrett's promotion is going to compete, but it will obviously, but I just want a variety. When I get sick of WWE and they make stupid moves, I want to change the channel and flip it. Now I know TNA is out there. Yeah, for what's left of them. But, and Lucha Libre and New Japan, but they don't show those here in the United States like that. You might catch a glimpse of them here and there, but not really. So, I hope Jeff Jarrett's new promotion takes off, and I hope when WWE superstars come over, he don't make them a top star, and the stars that started with him, he just bury them. I hate it when they do that. So I hope the WWE stars that do come over to Jeff Jarrett's new promotion get buried down to the bottom and work their way up like everybody else is doing. You see what I'm saying? So I just want a variety, and I hope it's strong competition, and I hope they got some real money backing them. And I also hope TNA don't go out of business. But if they do, that's on you, Dixie Carter and TNA. And that's it, y'all. So the Undertaker streak has been broken, and I was shocked but heartbroken. Like, man, why would they do that, man? You know, they making some stupid moves. They starting to act like WCW. So, the old WCW, you know, just making dumb stuff, but it needed to be done. You know, it needed to be done. But did it really? Not really. I think 2 people, maybe 3, and I'm going to leave it off on this note, that should have ended the streak. Let me know your comments and let me know what you think. If you're a wrestling fan. If you're not, obviously you would have been clicked off by now or whatever. Or a real, true wrestling fan. I think John Cena could have broke the streak at WrestleMania 32 because WrestleMania 32 is supposed to be in the Dallas, Texas, at the Dallas Stadium. So what better way for Undertaker to end the streak at home? I think Sting should have broke it at next year's WrestleMania. I'm just saying a scenario, I know. At next year's WrestleMania, after a year build-up like they did The Rock and John Cena. You know, but it wouldn't have been as much physical talking. It would have been more like, I'm spooking you out, you spooking me out type of kind of deal for a whole year. And since these guys are old, they can practice on a match at home or something like that. I'm sure one of them got some kind of ring at home or something. And to really make it a good match that's suitable for them. And one more person I think that's really could have broke the streak. And that's Roman Reigns. I think he could have broke it, you know. And also, I think The Rock should have been a part of that that ending streak. I don't think Triple H should have fought The Undertaker 3 times, man. You're killing me, Triple H. You find yourself in the spotlight all the damn time, you know? And if Brock Lesnar cared about his career in wrestling like he claimed he does, he could have went in undefeated against The Undertaker, you know, and that would have been awesome, you know, and that would have been an even bigger thing. But it didn't happen that way, so take it for what it's worth. That's why I hope Jeff Jarrett's new promotion takes flight. But anyway, I said Roman Reigns because he just looked like he got that look, you know, as a heel, as a bad guy. You know, he could have went against The Undertaker and broke that streak, and that would have been awesome. And then the Shield lift them up over their shoulders like Bret Hart did, like they did Bret Hart at WrestleMania 10. And that's what I thought they was going to do with Daniel Bryan. All the wrestlers was going to come out, but it's cool the way it ended. Because the crowd was dead after the Undertaker thing. I felt sorry for the Divas match because when nobody paying attention. And you notice at WrestleMania, if you've seen it, how long it took them to play Brock Lesnar music. Because you thought another referee was going to come out. You thought you was going to see another referee like, is this shit real? Like, you thought it was going to be like Paul Heyman paid the referee or something. But once that music started playing, you're like, to a part-timer Brock Lesnar? Only thing I can say is they setting up, that makes Brock Lesnar the #1 contender. And why the hell did John Cena didn't lose to Bray Wyatt? That just killed off all Bray Wyatt's momentum. Damn, Cena. You know, if Vince McMahon wasn't around, I think Cena wouldn't have been as big as he is now. He's just a modern day Hulk Hogan to me. That's all. You know, probably sell a little bit more merchandise because he got a headband and a hat. You know, a wristband and a hat, or whatever he got. You know, John Cena's cool. I ain't mad at him. But he still should have lost to Bray Wyatt and got his little revenge. It wouldn't have hurted him. Got his little revenge back at Extreme Rules. That's it, y'all. I'm getting over the streak. As you see, everybody's still hurt. Some people saying yeah. Some people saying that it's all gay. And some people are just sad that they can't believe that the streak is over. You know, now what does that mean for Sting? Because Sting did not show up on Monday Night Raw. So where does that leave Sting? What, are they going to have a retire match? I mean, the momentum of The Undertaker and Sting, and I don't think The Undertaker's done, going into WrestleMania 31, going head to head, it's like there's no momentum there no more. So what are they going to do? And The Undertaker got hurt too in real life. He had to get rushed to the hospital. Brock Lesnar still think this is the UFC. He fights so stiff. Stiff meaning real in wrestling terms. You know, he fights, he still think he in a UFC. It is what it is. But he's okay. He's Brock Lesnar. He's Brock Lesnar. And Paul Heyman is excellent at speaking. Just shut up and let Paul Heyman speak. And by the way, no CM Punk. He's really done unless he show up in Jeff Jarrett or TNA promotion. But his contract is up in July, so you have to wait on that. All right, y'all. He might show up at the next Raw in Chicago. Who knows? If he does, I said it first. Well, at least I think I said it first. All right, that's it. I'm ending it. I am getting over the fact that the streak is over. So where do we go from here? And I know it's a bunch of crappy pay-per-views that are next. The next major big pay-per-view is SummerSlam. That's what they should do before I get out of here. Batista take on Brock Lesnar because Batista's leaving in the summer. So why not Batista do the honors to Brock Lesnar, and the man will be unstoppable by then, I guess. I don't know. All right. Let me know what you think. Peace. If you're a wrestling fan, peace. Peace. Peace.